What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Boy TV. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight I'll give you guys my WWE NXT review on high. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. Follow my social media down below in the description. And let's get started. Now WWE NXT tonight, I thought it was a pretty good episode tonight, and I enjoyed the show for what it was. It says WWE NXT will start this week at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, as always, by match highlight and results from the show will take place on this very page. Feel free to leave any reactions in the comment section below. You can check out the lineup below. NXT WWE NXT lineup 7/2/2024 Street Fight OTM Jada Parker versus the OC Michin. Singles match Carly Bright versus Winnie Chu. Singles match Brinley Reese versus Easy Dame. Tag team match New Catch Republic, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne and the Big Strong Boy Tyler Bate versus Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. What's his name? Ledger. Hope I'm saying it right. Ledger. All right, tag team match Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe versus Godless Wolfgang and Joe Coffey. WWE NXT Women's Champion The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, and Lola Vice face off. Then the WWE NXT Championship Fatal 4-Way contract signing. And that's that. So WWE NXT results. Okay, the show opens up with Vic Joseph and WWE Hall of Famer Booker T welcoming us as we get the entrance of the first match of the night, which is a street fight. All right. So we get a street fight match. OTM Jada Parker versus the OC Michin. This was a good match to kick off the show. The match starts off with Parker meeting Michin on the ramp with a candlestick in hand. Michin then hits Jada Parker with a chop, then grabs a pipe with a chair of the garbage can, and she brought in the ring with her. Michin then pulls out a candlestick and a toolbox from under the ring, then grabs a chain and puts it around a chain and puts it in a sock. Um, Mitchell then looks to hit Parker with the chain, but Parker sees her coming and hits a chop on Mitchell. Mitchell then tosses a garbage can lid and a garbage can in the ring. Jada Parker then hits Mitchell with the garbage can lid in her midsection and then sends her crashing into the mat. Mitchell then hits a German suplex on Jada Parker, then removes her belt and hits Jada Parker with it. Jada Parker then drapes Mitchell through the middle turnbuckle, then sends Mitchell crashing on top of a garbage can. Mitchell then hits Jada Parker in her midsection with a chair and sends her crashing into the ring post. Michin then sets up 3 chairs, but Jada Parker hits Michin across her spine with a chair. Michin then places Jada Parker on one of the 3 chairs and then looks to hit a toe suicide on Jada Parker. Jada Parker then moves out of the way and Michin is sent crashing into the chair face first. Jada Parker then charged at Michin, but Mitchell moves out of the way and Jada Parker is sent crashing through the barricade. Mitchell then hits Jada Parker with full of um a bag full of bag full of I guess thumbtacks and bolts. Mitchell then dumps them on a pile of chairs, then looks to send Jada Parker crashing through them. Jada Parker then counters into a back body drop and goes for a pin, but Mitchell kicks out. Mitchell then repeatedly hits a candlestick across Jada Parker's spine and place a garbage can on Jada Parker. Mitchell then nails Jada Parker with a cannonball and pins her, but Jada Parker kicks out. Mitchell then grabs a pipe, then looks to hit Jada Parker. It says Mitchell then grabs a pipe, then looks to hit Jada Parker with it. Jada Parker then counters with a fire extinguisher, then hits a running knee on Mitchell that sends them both crashing through the NXT set. Jada Parker then gets Mitchell in the ring and runs the ropes, then hits her with a hip attack for the win. The winner of the match, the winner of the street fight match, OTM is Jada Parker. This was a good match. We then head to the back where we see Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic in the locker room. Ariana Grace was signing signing to get Carmen's attention. Grace says she is signing because Soruka snatched her soul and took away her opportunity to perform in front of her home crowd. Petrovic then says she's understand because she is also not performing in front of her home crowd. And Ariana Grace then says Petrovic is not as Canadian as her. Jesse Jane then shows up to talk trash and point out that Natalia isn't around to have Petrovic's back. We then get a promo video on the young OG Javon Evans. Javon Evans says it is crazy that he is wrestling in his first PLE main event. Um, Evans then says he has never even left the U.S. before, and he has to get his passport to wrestle at Heatwave. Evans then says he is not afraid of Shawn Spears, Ethan Page, or even Trick Williams. Evans then says once he comes back to the United States, he'll be the new NXT champion. All right, let's move on. Highlights are then showing of Keelan Jordan becoming the NXT Women's North America Champion. Jordan talks about her gym, gymnastic accolades and how she was nominated for the NCAA Women's Athlete of the Year. Jordan then says she is not the first North American champion. Jordan then says no one is going to defend the title like her. Jordan then says Saruka has everything it takes to be champion. Jordan then talks about how Michael Jordan said some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and some make it happen, which is facts by the way. Jordan then says at Heatwave she is going to make it happen. All right, that was a pretty good promo by Keelan Jordan. All right, let's move on. We then get the entrance of the next match, which is a tag team match. Tag team match: New Catch Republic, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and the Big Strong Boy Tyler Bate versus Hank Walker and Tank Legger. And this tag team match right here, and this was a decent tag team match. This was a decent tag team match. The match started off with Tyler Bate and Walker. Both men lock up and take turns pinning each other and locking each other in the submission hold. Pete Dunne then tags in and hits a chop on Walker before Legger tags in and runs Pete Dunne over with a shoulder tackle. Walker and Legger hit a double running splash on Pete Dunne, but Pete Dunne stops on Legger's hand. Tyler Bate then tags in and flies over Pete Dunne off the middle turnbuckle to land on Legger. Legger then hits a flying shoulder tackle on Tyler Bate, but Tyler Bate responds with a suplex on Legger. Walker then tags in, and Tyler Bate gets him up on his shoulders. Tyler Bate then hits an airplane spin on Walker, then kips up. Pete Dunne then stumps on both of Legger's hands. Pete Dunne then delivers a few stumps on Legger's face, then blasts Legger. Legger then sends Pete Dunne crashing into the mat. Then tags in Walker. Walker then hits a splash on Pete Dunne in the corner and then sends him crashing into the top turnbuckle face first. Walker then hits a boot on Pete Dunne, then gets Pete Dunne up on his shoulders. Pete Dunne then escapes by locking in a arm submission on Walker. Liger then tags in and he double teams Pete Dunne and with Walker. The action then spills out of the ring and Tyler Bate looks to fly to land on Walker and Liger. Walker and Legger then catch Tyler Bate, then they send him crashing into Pete Dunne. Walker and Legger then sends Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate crashing onto the floor. Walker then tags back in before he climbs to the top and looks to fly. Pete Dunne then nails him with a knee. Tyler Bate and Legger then tags in, and Pete Dunne snaps Legger's fingers. Tyler Bate then nails Legger with a rebound clothesline and a spiral tap off the top rope for the win. All right. The winners of the tag team match, New Catch Republic, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and the Strong Boy Tyler Bate. This match right, this was pretty good. Pretty good tag team match. What it was pretty good. All right. After the match, New Catch Republic shake hands with Walker and Lager. We then get a promo video from Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears talks about how he returned to NXT to help teach the next generation and share his wealth of knowledge. Shawn Spears then says his lesson were met with reluctance. Sean Spears then says, Sean Spears then says now he will lead by example. Sean Spears then says after he wins the title, he will make the young talent see the light. Sean Spears then says that he pinned Javon Evans and was the first person to pin Trick since Trick became NXT champion. Sean Spears then says he will leave Canada as the NXT champion. All right. We then see NXT General Manager Ava assistant Robert Stone and Stevie Turner bigger with each other while praising Oral Mensah for his story last week. Oral Mensah then yells at them to stop bickering. Robertson says that Oral Mensah was given a match for this show against Miles Bourne. Turner then nails Oral Mensah that the bad news is Oral Mensah can't go to Heatwave due to his consistent attacks on Ethan Page. Oral Mensah then says it's okay. He has a match to prepare for. Robertson then says he is going to tell Ava about the bad job Turner is doing. Turner then says, "Who's the narc now?" We then get the entrance of the next match, which is a singles match. So we get a singles match: Brentley Reese versus Easy Dame. And this match right here, this was a squash match. I did not really care about this match. The match starts out with Easy Dame hitting a body slam, a body slam on Reese, but Reese responds with a forearms on Dame. Easy Dame then hits Reese with a series of shoulder tackles, then follows it up with a clothesline. Tatum Paxley then appears at ringside and stares down Easy Dame. Reese then takes advantage and rolls up Easy Dame, but Easy Dame kicks out. Reese then gets Dame up on her shoulders, but Dame escapes and hits a boot on her. Easy Dame then hits Reese with a Falcon arrow for the win. The winner of the match, the winner of the singles match, Easy Dame. This was a squash match. All right. We then head to the Chase U classroom where Duke Hudson voice is frustrated with Rich Holland cheating. Duke Hudson then gives Audrey Chase proof in the from the room, the proof in form of a photograph, and Rich Holland apologizes. Chase then accepts Rich Holland's apology, but informs him that he will not be joining himself, Duke Hudson, Thea Hale, and Riley Osborne at NXT Heatwave. All right, Lola Vice is showing waiting in the middle of the ring to face off with with the WWE NXT Women's Champion, the Prodigy Roxanne Press. Now this segment right here, it was it didn't make sense. So that's just my opinion. But I changed my mind. Let me not go too far. But this segment right here, I enjoy this segment. Lola Vice is showing waiting in the middle of the ring for the face off with the WWE NXT Women's Champion, the Prodigy Roxanne Press. Lola Vice starts off by telling Roxanne Press that the clock is ticking, then calls her down to the ring. Roxanne Press then makes her way down to the ring with two security guards. I don't even know who were those two security guards were, but one of them got back fists. All right, let me continue. Lola Vice asks Press why she needs security with her, and Roxanne Press tells Lola Vice that it's to make sure that she won't attack and steal the NXT Women's Championship from her. Roxanne Perez then tells Lola Vice she sees through her and that Heatwave will be the biggest match of Lola Vice's career. Rotten President says Lil Vice has made more of a name for herself in WWE in a few short months than she ever did in Bellator, and Lola Vice isn't the same woman who cashed in her woman's breakout contract on her. Washington President tells Lola Vice that it will be a wrestling match on Sunday and not a MMA fight, and it's her world rather than Lola Vice. Washington President says she will make Lola Vice wrestle her kind of match. Lola Vice tells Roxanne Perez that she's a fighter and that everyone knows Roxanne Perez's story and not her own. Lola Vice then recalls going to MMA to provide for her family and says at 20 she was fighting at Madison Square Garden. Lola Vice then says her mother will be watching her on Sunday and she is looking forward to calling her mother and telling her that she is the NXT Women's Champion. Ronson President says she didn't know any of that, and she respects Love My Story. Ronson President says the reality is that every woman in the NXT locker room wants to make the same phone call that she does. Ronson President says while she's the champion, those phone calls are never made. Ronson President says she's building a legacy as the two-time NXT Women's Champion and she won't be giving up her title. Lullaby says Lullaby then says Roger Press doesn't need to give her any title because she takes it from her. Lullaby then says she smiles when Roger Perez give her the best shot. She could she could while Roger Perez crumbled when she gave her the best shot. She could. That was a bar by Lola Vice. That was a bar. Lola Vice then vows to rip the NXT Women's Championship off her arms, then stares down Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez security then steps in front of her, but Lola Vice hits the 305 on one of the guards. Then Lola Vice then says, "We may be in Roxanne Perez world, but after Sunday, Roxanne Perez won't know what world she's in." That was a good segment between Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez. That was a good segment. We then get a promo. So we get a promo video package on All Eagle Ethan Page. Ethan Page talks about going after Trick Williams to start his NXT career. Ethan Page then says he has made a name for himself around the world. Ethan Page then says after Battleground at NXT, Trick Williams and Javon Evans find out what he's all about. Ethan Page then says he respects a fellow Canadian and Shawn Spears but then can only be one man on top, and that is him. Ethan Page then talks about leaving Sunday as champion. Okay, let's move on. We then see Charlie Dempsey and Tavion Heights helping Miles Barn warm up. Damien Kemp then shows up and tries to snug up to Charlie Dempsey with the brass knuckles. He found Charlie Dempsey's then dismissed Damien Kemp. Dam- Charlie Dempsey then tries to give Bourne some words of encouragement, but Bourne couldn't hear Dempsey. We then see developmental woman wrestler praising Eddie Thorpe in a Lawrence about his DJ background. Lexis King then shows up and talks about how rock music is better than EDM. Lexis King then says the girls are into long, hard rock stars. Eddie Thorpe then says maybe King should have more of an open mind. After Lexis King leaves, Eddie Thorpe invites the girls to a show he was he was DJing at. We then get the entrance of the next match, which is a singles match. Singles match metaphor Oral Manside versus No Corner Catch Crew Miles Burn. And this match right here, this was a quick match. The match starts off with both men taking turns locking in a submission hold on each other before Manside hits a single leg drop kick on Bourne off the top rope. Manside then hits Bourne with a forearm in his spine, but Bourne nails Orm inside with a jumping neck breaker. Or I mean, no, Miles Bourne with a jumping that breaker. Miles Born then hits a forearm on Oromensa. Oromensa then responds with one of his own, and both men continue going back and forth, hitting them on each other. Oromensa then hits a kick on Miles Born's face, then follows it up with a springboard moonsault and a suplex. Miles Bourne then hits a drop kick on Ormensa, and Damian Kemp looks to hand him a pair of brass knuckles. Charlie Dempsey then asks him what he's doing, opening the door for Ormensa to hit a roundhouse kick on Miles Bourne for the win. The winner of the singles match, Metaphor Ormensa. That was a quick match. After the match, Oro Mensah gets in the camera and yells that he is coming after Ethan Page. After Ethan Page comes back from Heatwave. Alright. Big Joseph then sends us to a Wesley hype package. Wesley talks about how he was a tag team wrestler who was forced to go out on his own, then become the NXT North America champion. Wesley says he literally broke his back to defend the title. A replay is then shown of Wesley's promo where he had to leave due to a back injury. Wesley then says he wants nothing else other than to get the title back. During Wesley's promo, you can see Oba Femi's silhouette. Wesley then says his match against Oba Femi could be his last title match, and if he doesn't win, he doesn't know what he'll do. We then get a promo from North American champion Obafemi. Obafemi says Wesley is living in the past. Obafemi then says he understands why because Wesley is a decorated champion with a connection with the NXT universe. Obafemi then says this is Wesley' last chance to pull it off. Obafemi then brags about being the Empton of dominance, taking down everyone in front of him. Obafemi then says Wesley is no different. Obafemi then says he won't just crush Wesley's body, but crush his final dream. All right, let's move on. All right, we then head to the back and we see Gallus brawling with Trek Igwe and Tyson DuPont. All right, let's move on. Idor Idris Enough and Malik Blake were then showing trying to encourage Brindley reads about her recent loss. Enofe tries to say that positively doesn't lead to results. A depressed Reese then says she understood, and Enofe and Malik Blade don't want to hang out with her anymore. Blade then tries to cheer Reese up, but Malik Blade Anafe, Idris Anafe, and Reese then leaves. The Good Brothers then gets in the camera to talk trash about the OTM. We then get the entrance of the next match, which is a singles match. So in singles match, we get Charlie Bright versus Winnie Chu. And this match right here, this was a solid match right here. The match starts off with Bright waste, wasting no time in delivering some forearms on Winnie Chu. Both women then go back and forth before Charlie Bright hits another forearm on Winnie Chu. Winnie Chu then jams her knee into the back of Charlie Bright's neck and then hits her with a neck crane and breaks the spine. Winnie Chu then sends Charlie Bright into the corner and then drapes her by her knee off the top turnbuckle and hits her with a drop kick. Winnie Chu then goes for a pin, but Charlie Bright kicks out. Charlie Bright then hits a hurricanrana on Winnie Chu, then follows it up with a drop kick. Charlie Bright then looks to hits a standing moonsault on Winnie Chu, but Winnie Chu gets her knees up. Winnie Chu then hits Charlie Bright with a clothesline and locks in a sleeper, and Charlie Bright taps out. The winner of the singles match, Winnie Chu. This was a quick match. Okay, this was a solid match. We then get a hype promo from the WWE NXT Trick Williams. Trick Williams calls Sean Spears, Goofy, and Ethan Page all talk. Trick Williams then says, "You already know what's going down at NXT Heat Wave, and that is him keeping the NXT champion. All right, we then, yeah, we then see WWE Hall of Famer and NXT executive Shawn Michaels address the recent Brooke Jensen controversy. HBK says they have been a bunch of disturbance at the Performance Center in recent months involving Brooke Jensen. HBK then says Brooke Jensen has been making negative remarks about NXT. HBK then says people have reported that Jensen has been released, but those reports aren't true. Clips of Brooke Jensen getting drunk on hard liquor were then shown. HBK then says Jensen was told to stay home because he sprang out of control after splitting with Josh Briggs. HBK then says the smart thing would be to let him go, but we but he believes that Brooke Jensen is a part of the NXT family, and he believes the second chances. HBK then says he invites Brooke Jensen to sit down with Ava next week to talk about his future. All right, we then get the entrance of the match, which is a singles match. So we get Carmen Petrovic versus Jasmine Nick. And this match right here is squash match. This was a squash match. The match starts off with both women taking turns in locking each other in the submission hold before Petrovic hits a blockbuster on Jasmine Nick. Jasmine Nick then hits a kick on Petrovic's midsection, then follows it up with a neck breaker and a shiny wizard. We then see Fallen Henley watching the action from backstage as Jasmine wears Petrovic down with a submission. Petrovic then escapes with a pinfall, but Jasmine kicks out. Petrovic then hits a bulldog on Jasmine. JC Jane then distracts the referee, opening the door for Jasmine to hit a Pele kick on Petrovic for the win. The winner of the singles match, Jasmine. This was a squash match. WWE NXT Tag Team Champions Nathan Frazier and Axiom were then showing talking strategy backstage. Nathan Frazier says he was confused when Axiom said the word tag in. Frazier then says he wasn't talking strategy about their tag match, but his upcoming WWE Speed match against Xavier was. Axiom then says he didn't like Frazier ignoring their upcoming tag defense. Nathan Frazier then says they can watch tapes on Friday. Okay, let's move on. We then see Carmen Petrovic protest to NXT General Manager Ava about how she wants to get her hands on Jasmine Nick and Petrovic. Ava then says Carmen's friend shows up and she doesn't have to face Jasmine Nick and Jesse Jane alone. Petrovic then asks where Natalia was. Ava then says it wasn't Natalia. Ariana Grace then shows up and says she's Carmen's tag partner to wrestle in their home country of Canada. Petrovic then looks annoyed. Alright, let's move on. We then get a video. We get a video vintage on Soruka. Soruka talks about setting up structures on the beach or the beach to train herself. Soruka then says she taught herself through trial and error. So Soruka then says that leads to her being an athletic national champion at the University of Oregon. Soruka then says she came up short to better women at Battleground. Soruka then quotes LeBron James and saying, "You can't be afraid of the fall. It's the only way you succeed." Soruka then says everyone else may talk the talk, but she is focused on walking the walk and snatching a few souls along the way. Soruka then says she is looking forward to leaving Heatwave as the NXT North American champion. That was a pretty good promo. Pretty good promo by Soruka. All right, Big Joseph then runs through the advertising Heatwave card. All right, so All Ego, Ethan Page, Sean Spears, and then the young OG Javon Edmonds are already in the ring for the WWE NXT Championship for the four-way contract signing. WWE NXT Trick Williams then makes his way down to the ring. This was a good segment right here. All right. Trick Williams starts off by saying that a heat wave is coming to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Trick Williams then says the people there will be chanting, "Whoop that trick." Ethan Page then cuts him off and says Trick Williams will bring the same energy whether it's a single match or a fatal four-way. Ethan Page then says Trick Williams is the hottest thing in WWE, but he saw that swagger in him. Ethan Page then says he saw the same swagger at WWE NXT Battleground, but Heat Wave won't be the same as Battleground. Ethan Page then reminds Trick he doesn't have to be him to become the new NXT champion. Trick Williams then tells Ethan Page that's an odd and that's the odds don't favor him, but his back is always against the wall. True Guns then says that Ethan Page is always bringing up his resume, but he has a resume of his own, and he will add another win to it on Sunday. Sean Spears then tells True Guns that he admires his emotions, but says that his emotions allow him to defeat him last week and will be what allows him to win the NXT Championship at NXT Heatwave. Jay Evans, Javon Evans then signs the contract as he gets into it with Sean Spears on the mic. Sean Spears then signs the contract and tells Javon Evans he's like any sports team that is happy to be there. He can't win in the finals. Javon Evans then admits to being nervous about Sunday, but says he's also excited because when he walks into a heat wave, everyone will know him. Javon Evans then asks Sean Spears how much time he spent as NXT champion. Then tells him that he'll show him what an NXT champion really looks like when he walks out of NXT Heatwave as the new champion. Sean Spears then hands the contract to Trick Williams and Ethan Page, and he asks Trick Williams about what Javon ever said. Ethan Page then signs the contract and says he doesn't like Trick Williams or Javon Evans odds very much. Trick Williams then says it would be every man for himself on Sunday. This tells Javon Evans that while he likes him, he can't take the NXT champion from him. As is the case of Ethan Page and Sean Spears, Ethan Page and Javon Evans then began arguing with each other. Sean Spears then shoves Javon Evans as Ethan Page delivers some right hands on Trick Williams. Trick Williams then hits a flapjack on Ethan Page through the table as Jake Evans powerbombs Sean Spears through the other table through the other one. Trick Williams and Javon Evans then stare each other down as the show comes to a close, and WWE NXT goes off the air. And let me get my honest opinion about WWE NXT. WWE NXT was a pretty good show, and I enjoyed the show for what it was. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE NXT review on highlights, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below where you guys thought of WWE NXT because it was a pretty good show. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. Follow my social media down below in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my AEW Dynamite review on highlights. And I will see you guys next on my YT short video to my subscribers. But anyway, this your boy bigboysnacksjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I want to give some shout outs to all my real supporters, man. Shout outs to Summer Cherry, man. Summer Cherry, if you're watching this video, shout outs to you, Summer Cherry. Keep up the good work. You're such an amazing content creator. And that's all I have to say. And also want to give a shout out to Antisocial Gamer. She took some dubs in Fortnite, man, along with my boy Nas the Best Gamer. Shout out to my boy Nas the Best Gamer. And one last shout out to Mama Mia Cats, man. Mama Mia Cats, if you're watching this video, Mama Mia Cats, shout out to you, man. You're such an awesome content creator. And I hope you get to 100 subscribers, man, because you deserve that 100 subscribers. But anyway, shout out to everybody that's watching this, that tune in tonight to watch my WWE NXT review highlights. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. And shouts to greatness too. And that's all I gotta say. Shouts to greatness and Huncho Gaming TV. Not Huncho. Yeah, Huncho Gaming. Shouts to my boy Huncho Gaming. And that's all I gotta say. STL Gaming. Shouts to Huncho Gaming STL. That's all I gotta say. Now I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna edit this video, and I'm gonna show you guys 1,000% full proof. I'm gonna have have an upcoming world premiere for my WWE NXT review highlights. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kids, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Yeah, too sweet. Gang.